Another one from the weird name list. I don't know about this one. This one is called the 433 TIKI-TAPEAT. I don't know. This is version 2.1. I did notice just now that there's a version 2.3, which is based on, of course, the 2.1. But I was already tested this. I already took a look at this, so we're going to take a look at the 2.1. Hope that the 2.3 actually increases on this, but we will see how it does with our three teams of Liverpool and Aston Villa in the Premier League and our championship side of Ipswich Town. But this basically says, based on version 2, inside forward attacking to support and improving both CM's player instruction. So we're going to take a look at our three teams and see how they did right now. Now, they did test this with Manchester City. They got 98 whopping points, 133 goals, so they did a fantastic job. But Liverpool, unfortunately, not doing quite as well. 88 points, 111 goals is still pretty nice. Wow, Tottenham got a flat 100. Nice one there. Aston Villa in fifth, though, 86 goals. 69 points, though, is not great. Well, Liverpool saw a fantastic domestic cup run all the way to the Carabao Cup final against, well, Aston Villa, 4-0 win. And then get to the FA Cup final against Tottenham with a 3-0 win. Unfortunately, they falter at the last step of the Europa League final, 1-2 against Arsenal. That hurts. Competition-wise, they did a fantastic job throughout the entire season. That Europa League runners-up just kind of hurts a little bit, but what are you going to do? But a second-place runner-up in the Premier League, runner-up in the Europa League, winners of the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, I'll take it. Squad-wise, they do have a lot of green, though. 37 goals for Salah, 35 for Nunez. Absolutely crazy from both of them. 21 assists from Trent. Of course it is. 17 for Robertson. Average rating, Mohamed Salah with a 7.36. As we switch to Aston Villa, they're out against Sheffield United, interestingly. FA Cup fourth round, but of course we saw the Carabao Cup final 0-4 at Liverpool. That's a big one. But there you go. Longley sent off in the 26th. But they do win in Europe, the Europa Conference League final 4-1 thrashing over Fiorentina. So overall, I mean, fifth place is not bad. 69 points is not great, though. Goals, they did a fantastic job. Winners of the Conference League, runners up in the Carabao Cup. Not bad. FA Cup, you can just forget about that one. So squad-wise, 30 goals for Diaby. Very nice there. 23 for Ollie Watkins. Assist, 14 for Matty Cash. And T. Elements. Coutinho, of course, does. But 12 for McGinn and Luis. Wow, interesting. That's nicely spread around. But Ollie Watkins with a 7.29. Data hub for Liverpool, we see it time and time again. Very attacking minded, no question about it. Some dribbles in there. Defensively, very nicely done as well on the two wings. Fouls made per game, tackle percentage not there, but everything else looking pretty nice. Goals per game, 2.92, excellent job. 0.61 conceded, 0.91 XG against. Aston Villa showing the same, just a little less numbers, of course. The defensively is a little less as well. Goals per game 2.26, so not the greatest. 1.47 conceded, 1.41 XG against. Premier League stats, Liverpool with 2.32 points per game. That's actually kind of low for second for them, but Aston Villa in fifth with 1.82. Most goals, 111 for Liverpool. Tottenham, again, getting that flat 100. Aston Villa with 86. Fewer shots against Liverpool in fourth with 306, 383 for Aston Villa. Most possession, Liverpool only making this with 52%. Most dribbles made in sixth for Liverpool, 663. And most shots for Liverpool in first with 651. Again, not making that 700 mark, interestingly enough. And Aston Villa in second with 571. But now, how did our championship side of Ipswich Town do? Second place. I mean, I guess they're getting back to the top section. Only 3 points, though, off Southampton. You've got plenty of room to play, so if you took care of this yourself, you could probably, or hopefully at least get those 3 points. You've got the goal differential, but they did very well. No playoffs needed. You're promoted to the Premier League next year. Domestic Cups for Ipswich. Carabao Cup third round 2-2 penalty loss to Manchester City and a 3-4 FA Cup third round loss to Everton. So overall, not a bad season. We've definitely seen better, no question about it. But the domestic cups, whatever. They are against Premier League teams. But second place is not bad in the championship. Squad-wise, they really didn't use a lot of players, or a lot of players left, apparently. 21 goals for Connor Chaplin is the tops. George Hurst only with 6. 3 starts, wow. 11 assists for Harry Clark, 10 for Connor Chaplin. I'm going to assume Leif Davis has left the building. Yeah, probably off to PSG like usual. Harry Clark, though, with a 7.39. But as we dive into the championship stats, just remember that I don't really have transfers turned on. My assistant coaches and managers are taking care of everything for me. This is a holiday sim throughout the entire thing. So they may pick up a player here and there, mostly on loan. or they may get rid of players like Leif Davis, who, PSG likes to come in for him anyway and get what he's worth. I don't have him just willy-nilly doing transfers. I had, you've got to match the asking value and things like that. So there's not a lot going on in these saves, but sometimes they leave, sometimes they come in. But most points per game for Ipswich Town, 2.09, second place right there. Most goals in first, of course, with 114. Clear front runners against Hull. Fewest shots against in first with 304, and most shots for in first with 789. Well above Liverpool. So let us dive into the 4-3-3 itself. A sweeper, keeper, and defend is where we start. Fullbacks on the left and the right in attack. Ball-playing defenders in the central spots. A DM in support. A CM in attack next to a CM in support. Inside forward in support on the left, mark specific position, I'm going to assume it's the DR. And inside forward in attack, mark specific position is the DL. And then advanced forward in attack up front. Attacking mentality, in possession attacking with his narrow, approach play pass into space, focus play down the left and the right, passing directness is shorter, tempo is higher, low crosses and run at defense. In transition, counter press, counter, distribute quickly and roll it out. And out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent your goalkeeper distribution, get stuck in, step up more, and invite crosses. So how did it do for our three teams overall? I mean, not bad. I think the tactic, we've seen this tactic a lot. We've seen a lot of the same familiar things time in, time out. So we've seen a lot of these tactics that are using the same kind of formulas. But Ipswich cut down second place, 96 points is not bad. If we take a look at Liverpool and Aston Villa, second place for Liverpool. But Liverpool with 88 points is pretty nice, kind of on the average mark. 69 is a little bit lower for Aston Villa, but 111 goals, 86 goals rather for Aston Villa is pretty nice. Definitely an attacking tactic to take a look at. But again, a lot of these tactics are just kind of very similar to each other. We're going to be seeing that probably from here on out until FM25 comes out in a month and a half. But that's what we get. These are the tactics we're finding. That's why I'm basically looking at tactics based on the name or the funky shapes. 4-3-3s, 4-4-2s, 4-2-4s, they're all just kind of blending together now. So if you have a funky shape one, I'd love to take a look at it, or just a name that you want to give something. I don't know. But we're going to be seeing a lot of these from here on out. But that's it for me, Seffian FM for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.